Hello everyone, welcome back to Talk It with Sammy. And today we're gonna be discussing something very, very. I don't want to use the word important because I've been using important like forever. Like from the start. Everything we'll discuss here is actually very important. Like each topic that is being brought up, you know, has like an added value, you know, in our everyday life. Like, you know, it contributes, to um, one aspect of our lives. And so discussing on these topics, helps improve our lives, like, our living, our societies in general. So today's topic, blood and race. Blood and race. Sounds weird, right? Yeah. Well, actually, it's a very disturbing issue. You know, it has history, an ugly history, and you know, today I think we still have that same issue. Although just like racism and other issues which is being dealt with today, I think blood and race is something we still struggle with, honestly, in our today's world. And I myself have been uh I've been a victim of this issue. And before I kick into uh you know any of the to the details of today's topic, I would like to share my story with you. So it was my first week in school. um as you know by now, I studied in Morocco in CGFS, École Nationale de Commerce et Gestion. That's the National School of Business and of Trade and Administration. Yeah, in English. And here in the city of Fes. And I I study business. And so it was my first week uh, in school in like 2021. Yeah, I think around my first week or so. But I was like so new there. Like I was so new, excited. It was like I had this whole vibe, and it was lovely though. Like I can still remember. But then it was after a morning class, and I was I was headed for the gate, and two female students, seniors I guess, they approached me and asked if I would be willing to give to donate my blood, and like for charity. And I was like, oh, anything for charity. Me, like I love giving out. Not just as giving unto me. I love you know to give out also. I have blood I can give. It's going to save a life. I'll do that, and I I obliged and went into the hall. I went into the hall where uh, the blood transfusion was being carried out. And I sat down, waited for my turn, and there was this doctor like there who interviews us, like kind of like asks for blood groups, and ask just general questions. I think people who are familiar with blood transfusion can they can attest to this, like they can relate to what I'm trying to say. And so she there was a lady actually. She asked for my name, told her my name. All this conversation was being done in French, and although my French wasn't that good, like I was like having all this there was some sort of like language barrier issue and stuff. Like I was not too good in French, and so she started like she started saying things like they were like strange, and I was not getting it at all. Then I called for the other students, the ones who approached me, the ones who stood English, and then she spoke to them, and I felt there was this kind of like tension, like they were so scared to tell me what she said actually, because I don't know why, but when they told and opened their mouth to explain what she had said, what came out was, I think I should, okay, let me just say it in English. If African, like in Morocco here, we are addressed as less African, although we are from Africa. Which is strange though. Like some people, not like all of them, but some address us as less African, so it's kind of like weird. But anyways, so it was like they were like the Africans can't donate blood. Yeah, we can't donate blood, and I found it. I like that was like so weird, just so bizarre, and I was like and absurd. And I was like, why? I kept asking myself that question, why? You know, and it kept on going on and on and on in my head. Why? Then I went on and I made research, and you know what I was saying was like contra was contradictory to you know what she said, that we can donate blood. And then it struck me that I've just been racially discriminated, and I've never experienced this before. It was haunting. Like I was haunted by this experience, and it was so painful. Like there was no like detailed explanation. Just as I'm black, I can't donate blood. Like I couldn't donate blood. There was no way I could donate blood. Like my blood, as a black person, my blood isn't compatible with that of a Moroccan or a white person. So it was so disturbing. And that is it. And I think I've never shared this with anyone before. Like I've always kept it a secret because I really don't know why, but I didn't just feel the need, of telling this story. So blood and race. Well, according to the New York Times article on the intersection of race and blood, it was stated in the opening of that article that blood can be racially or ethnically specific. So, having more blood donors in certain groups can be crucial for saving the lives of patients who share their backgrounds. Yeah, and I think after like coming across this, I brainstormed, and I was like, I kept asking myself questions, and I was like, so I couldn't donate blood that day. Was it that the blood that was being donated that day were like only for the Moroccans, or only for I don't know, for because we have a number of Africans. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like we're so used to the fact that we blacks were being called Africans here. So like, sorry. So there's like a very um um you know high population of black students here in Morocco. Like blacks generally, not like, but mostly students, because like people from all over Africa come to students from all over Africa rather come to Morocco to study, and not just students from Africa, but also the Caribbean. We see students from countries like Haiti and the likes um, coming here, coming to Morocco to study. So um, we can say, we have a certain number of black population which are mostly students studying in Morocco. You know, Anglophones, Francophones, Lisophones, whatever. Like they all, we all come here to like to study, and so I was thinking that where was that um blood donation, that charity blood donation, was it only meant for uh the Moroccans, or it was like so supposed to be like for like a general like the blacks, and whatsoever. So I kept asking myself that question. And the history of blood and race is indeed an ugly one, just like I said earlier. Like for example, America's earliest blood bank, founded in 1937 at Cook County Hospital in Chicago, noted race on donor forms, and other blood banks followed suit. Like they were being asked to identify their race in the blood donation forms. And other blood banks followed suit, or did the same. During the World War II, African American blood was labeled N for Negro and given to only African American soldiers, while some centers refused the blood of African Americans outright, like totally. They refused. The American Red Cross admitted that in 1942, when they did segregate blood, was a matter of tradition and sentiment rather than of science. But they didn't stop until 1950, or some say 1948. I don't know. But the state of Louisiana, oh my God, that state. The state of Louisiana banned the segregation of blood only in 1972. You can imagine. The state of Louisiana. I think there's so much history as to racial discrimination and the segregation of blacks, and it's not a good record, to be honest, for the state of Louisiana. You know, Nothing can be done. History is history. I've seen so many historical movies about the state of Louisiana, and of how the black race and or the black population have have been treated, the injustice, the horrors being done to the black people. And you know it has uh it has generated like this hate in me. And I feel right now I feel like the last place I want to be is the state of Louisiana in the US. I love the US. I want to visit the US. Like I even plan on uh on going for the next World Cup. I'm working towards that for the state of Louisiana. I hope they don't. I hope I hope the state of Louisiana is not all of the selected cities to host any of the World Cup matches because I won't go there. But anyways, I think time is like the perfect healer, and so I know with time I might change my decision. So the Red Cross was so wrong, and as I stated in the beginning, blood can be racially and ethnically specific, and it is scientifically established. Most people only know the eight major blood groups: the B, AB, and O, each of which can be either positive or negative. The RH factor, of course. Uh, these are determined by genes, and what group you are depend on what combination of proteins and sugar antigens uh, are on the outside of your red blood cells. God, I feel so much like a nerd right now. Oh God, there are over 600 known antigens, but only 360 is being listed by the International Society of Blood Transfusion. But the combination are infinitely more. The combinations uh, of these antigens, outside of our red blood cells are infinitely more. Like they've not been all discovered. Many of them have no bearing on routine blood transfusion. You know, Although they were all discovered because may cause a problem with compatibility. Okay, so a successful blood transfusion relies on sameness on these blood antigens, sameness on these genes, and you know anything that has to do with blood, being uh, um, like like likeness, having the same likeness with the blood, that's the incoming blood, uh, you know, being in the same likeness as the person receiving it, like the blood of the person receiving the incoming blood. There must be some sort of likeness and sameness. If the incoming blood has an antigen that you lack, that the person receiving lacks, your body can react badly to it. In worst cases, it might, become something fatal, but you know all the same, it's the body might react badly to it. While the race of blood donors and blood recipients typically do not matter, as long as their blood types are compatible, whether white, whether black, it doesn't matter. In as much as your blood types are compatible, uh, you know you can donate blood. Individuals who are black, including uh, the African Americans or other individuals of African descent, have some unique protein structures on their red blood cells that can make it difficult to find a compatible unit of blood in other donor population. I think this is the issue here. We blacks, we unique. Yeah, we unique in everything, in every aspect of life. We're unique. So this uniqueness also goes down to our blood also, and it makes it difficult to find a compatible unit of blood in other donor populations, like in the white and others. So my dear friend that refused me from donating blood, maybe this was her reason for that. But on the other hand, she uh, forgot the fact that we also have a certain number of black population in Morocco, and who, someone one day might need that blood that she rejected, like stomach blood that she rejected, and so I don't think race should be a factor for um, uh, whether or not one can donate blood. So, with that, we'll wrap it on today's episode on Talk It with Sammy, and I am going to see you next time. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. I would like to hear from you. What are your views? You can also share your own experience. And you can also, suggest topics. Things you would like me to talk about. In the comment section below. I'll be happy to hear from you. Thank you very, very much.